You bet you thought there was no sound then, didn't you? It's going to be a wine. Well, maybe it'll be a wine. Big jug handy for draining demijohn. So what are we going to be making? A wine. I'll need some pectolase, some yeast nutrient just for good measure, plus it needs using up, and some good old Young's dried active general purpose yeast. Again, needs using up, but it's nearly full, so hopefully, because I think it's near its, possibly exceeded its date. Yes it has, yeah, it died in June. Never mind, I'm sure it'll still be okay. So, not much else happened this week, so I thought I'd chuck a wine on while I've been on holiday and achieved absolutely jack shit this week. The bathroom isn't quite finished, as you can see. They've got to come back and paint. And another little problem. Yes, what do they say? Preparation prevents piss poor performance. Or get your architrave the right thickness. And seal your door into a bathroom so it doesn't swell up, so you can't shut the friggin' thing. But other than that, it's all done inside apart from a lick of paint. And the wet room is very handy with a new shower for cleaning fermenting bins. So, foam is not a real issue, or just a personal preference really, but to get some out, not working. We've got the trial jar because I don't know, I've used this stuff before and I didn't have to add any sugar to it. And again, I need if anyone knows where I can get a tall tripod from, for sensible money. And back here, I'm down here. But if you remember, I was given a rather large quantity of juices from work. So I thought I'd give, I've used red grape juice and made obviously a red wine. So this one, I think, so I've got several different varieties, is passion fruit. It's the real stuff with all the good bits at the bottom. There's 20 of these in a pack, so they give you a reasonable amount in the demijohn. And these are Belgian, but loser. They're made by Tropicana. So we're going to chuck these in, see what we get, see if we need to add a little bit extra sugar just to bring the ABV up. Check it with the old hydrometer. Chuck some yeast nutrient in, some pectolase, just in case we need to break down any pectine in the fruit juice, because I think there's a reasonable proportion of per juice. There are obviously some preservatives in it and stabilisers and some sweetener, I think. They give me numbers, but they are sort of like natural products. Not too much crap in it. Anyway, I won't show you 20 of these to undo. No, alright, so we'll come back in a short while. Well, we're not quite halfway. I thought I'd chuck the pectolase and yeast nutrient in now. So it can be mixed up with the pouring motion and get the dry bits off the funnel at the same time. And then we'll see what's what. Going there as well. So, back shortly. Well, it's coming out at 10:55, so it's a bit lower than they normally are, but I have got some sugar or some grape juice concentrate to give it a bit more body, so I don't know which one to put in. I think it'll be the sugar. Well, so far we've got 17 in the demi. About that full. I don't know how active the fermentation is going to be, so I might see if I can squeeze another one in there, but just allowing for how much sugar and the increase in volume that's going to give me. I've added 60 grams. There are some calculators online. I just had a quick look and can't find the one I wanted. So before the batteries go flat on the lights and the camera, I came back and carried on. And we'll just use the good old fashioned trial and error method. Right, bit star sand. You can see how much more the volume's increased by adding now 300 grams of brewing sugar. I've used brewing sugar as opposed to household sugar because it dissolves quicker. We'll just try and carefully pour a little more back in the trial jar. Yes, we have had some spillages. Let's see what we've got this time. Which I think should be around 1085, 1080. And as always, 1082, 1081. Close enough. It's raining, the dogs are outside, so I've got to get them in, which means yap yap yap. And my hands are all sticky from passion fruit juice. And not the good type of passion fruit juice. Only the stuff that comes in bottles. Anyway, let's whack that back in. Still smells and tastes like passion fruit. A little bit sweeter than it was, obviously. I've got 300 grams in there to bring it up to 1081. That should, depending on how low it ferments out, I'll come back, you can see me in shot then. I'm not even tall. Yeah, it should come out at 10% at least, hopefully. If it ferments out about 1010, if it gets to 1000, then we're looking at 11%. Sort of average strength for a bottle of plonk, 12-13%. So that's pretty much it for this week. A quick wine. Hasn't took too long apart from messing about with the sugar because I haven't had time to go on the online calculators and do it all technically and put in your SG and what you want your SG to be, and that tells you how much sugar you need to put in. So we'll play it by ear. I've had no idea what a passion fruit wine will taste like, but we'll see what that comes out like because I've got pineapple, grapefruit, pear, banana, tomato. And if anyone wants any little jars, I'm going to have quite a few. So maybe next week an update, or maybe even a bottle. Might be bottling it by then, depending on how quickly it ferments out. And we've got the airlock in the star sand and the yeasties, which we'll pop in now. Oh, this is nearly full. My dog's trying to get in through the door. I'll put a few extras in just to make up for the ones that just disappeared off the side of the demijohn. And hopefully this yeast is still viable. Down in the depths. Here's me bung. Actually, before I do that, I'll just get them yeasties off the side of the neck. They're still bloody on there. Get some air in there as well. They're still on there. Yeah, that's going to be one of them that rises up out of the depths. Now I find some of my demijohns and some of my corks do this. Sometimes if you put the airlock in the bung beforehand, it works, and other times it don't. I think Steve Molson has this trouble. What you have to watch is if you do it this way and push it in afterwards, you don't end up with a board bung inside your demijohn. And yes, I have done that, and there is a trick to getting them out, and that's going to come out again. Booking thing. Anyway, there's a few new acquisitions come in this week. I'll cover them in next week's. There's a few other bits I've ordered as well, which may or may not turn up. Some of them won't because they come from China, which usually takes about 2 weeks. So, time they come across the long pond and the little pond, and then through some little pencil neck at customs. So, see you next week.